This is our first paleontology lab for the Lamar University paleontology class, and to really get the students kind of into the topic, we've come down to Texas Point National Wildlife Refuge to study a modern shell beach and see how shell accumulations occur today, and we can apply that information back to the fossil record to other places in Texas where we have shell accumulations that may be 40 million or 70 million years old. And by studying the modern process of beach shell formation, we can understand those fossil deposits much better. There's a basic principle of geology called the present is the key to the past. So we're using modern natural techniques to understand how things used to happen. One basic thing we want to communicate to the students is the scientific method and what constitutes scientific investigations. And scientific method relies heavily on making observations, documenting those observations and repeating them, and then making conclusions from those observations. And these students are going to conclude, what do these shells actually give us evidence of? And if we found the same kind of organisms 40 million years old, what would that mean about that spot on Earth when that beach accumulated? And as a follow-up to those observations and conclusions, then scientists will publish their results, but then make it open to all the other scientists who work in that field to evaluate whether the conclusions were really correct or not, or whether they need to be modified. So we have what's called a peer review process that's essential for science to work. Recently, the Texas Academy of Science and other science organizations have found out that a group in Dallas, the Creation Research Institute, would like to offer an online master's degree for science teachers in science education. And because many of their science courses are based on creation, evidence curriculum, or intelligent design curriculum that aren't derived using scientific methods, they aren't science. And we feel that those are inappropriate topics to teach to science teachers. It will tend to confuse them about real science issues and explanations, and it would mean that they would confuse their students in the classroom if they don't have a solid grasp on what is science and what isn't science. And so basically we are very opposed to that proposed program.